Okay, I think we are live again. Yeah, if X-Plane breaks, OBS breaks as well. So I don't know what's going on there. To fiddle around. Ah, good. Thank you, MiniWebs, for the confirmation. So there we are again. But what's going on there? I don't know. Perhaps my memory or so. There's a memory leak or something going on there because I had this before, especially when I'm flying a little bit longer than somehow, yeah, there's a crash going on, or OBS crashes. Well, anyway, we're here. Let's continue. Oh, connect be a good one, MiniWebs. Thanks. Connect. PilotEdge. Good.
Connected to PilotEdge.
Connected to PilotEdge. Thanks. And does my, or yeah, also works. Good. Big Bear 135.0. That was the AWAS. 122.725. 122.725. Alright, that's set on the CTAF, that's good. And we are on, that's good as well. And we've got runway 26, so let's set the heading bug. One, 2, 6, that's good as well. EGT is nicely high up, engine is nicely warming up. Good. Let's test for the controls. Down, up. Good. And my trim is working too. Okay. Let me see. So, that's about it. Frequencies are set. Mode C. Got our heading bug, and we're ready to go. Where are we? Considering the there's another airplane. Hey, that's nice. Perhaps that's MiniWebs or someone else who is now on the stream. And doing some flap movement over there, which is cool. Guys, anyway, if you've got a PilotEdge subscription, come over to Big Bear and we can do some flying there. Runway 26, so that we need to go to the right, obviously, because we need to go to the left for our runway. There is the runway, and oh yeah, now I know. And here's already the taxiway, and we can start up over there. Awesome. Okay, let's get going. Park and brakes released. Brake test works. No one else there. Good. Let's get going. Nice, there's someone else. I think it's MiniWebs, I don't know. Okay, on the line. We should be able to hear him, by the way, on the CTAF soon. Again, heading indicator is working. My slip indicator is working. Turn indicator is working. Engine is warming up. Very good. No, Corb. I've only installed Southern California here with all the photoreal. It takes a lot of time to download that stuff. And also PilotEdge, the coverage area only is for Southern California, so that's why. Alrighty. Let's put my nose in this direction. That will be fine. Okay. Engine is warm enough for our run-up. Mixture full in. Guess. I think that's also not necessary now at a high density altitude. 1800. Enunciated messages, none. Oil pressure still good. To the left, good enough drop back to both. Right one, good enough drop back to both. Landing lights, still we got a bit of a charge, that's good. All the way down to idle. Again, no enunciated messages. Oil pressure still in the green. We've got a good engine. Back to 1000, and we can lean because we're on such a high density altitude. Look at that EGT there. Rising. That's a bit more. Okay. Now, for runway 26, we've got a left-hand traffic. Left-hand. Now, we should be able now to hear also someone on the announcement there on the radio. That's also a good... He's now making a pirouette, which is also a very good procedure, actually. Why? Because, again, there could be Nordo traffic with no radios, right? Flying Big Bear, that's legal. And so it's good just to make a pirouette to see if anyone is in the traffic pattern, because it's hard now to see if anyone is on downwind, or so that's actually a good procedure. Good morning, DV Lori. Welcome on the stream. Okay, so we are leaned now. We're going to make a takeoff with lean, so we got best performance on this high altitude. Let's listen. And let's see how our Skyhawk behaves, guys. So high up. It's interesting. COM1 is on, right? Yeah. I don't hear him speak. Which might indicate that, yeah, CTAF is not working when the PilotEdge controllers are not live. But that's new to me. I thought it did work. And I don't know why it shouldn't. Yeah, Scandinavian, exactly. That's work. That's weird. COM1 is on 122.725. 122.725, yeah. That's a bummer. Now, one consideration also, imitating that one on the Skyhawk that is now departing, flaps. Because we are in thin air, I guess it makes sense to also use flaps this time. We need as much lift as possible, kind of like a soft takeoff, soft field takeoff. Let's use just one flap. Let's see what happens. Or we could not and just see the difference. That would be more awesome. Let's just see what happens. There might be a risk here that we run off the runway, but that might be cool. Okay, let's line up. No one is there. Got the other departing aircraft is over there. Need to wait for him to be on downwind-ish, or perhaps from crosswind to downwind, because we need to sequence ourselves. Ah, another aircraft. You're right there. That's called sharking, and this should not happen actually, because the PilotEdge software should actually clamp this airplane nicely on the ramp. But getting busy here. There goes the other airplane now, over there. So let's sequence. Big Bear traffic. The yellow Skyhawk is now on the takeoff roll, runway 26 for left close traffic. Big Bear. There we go. Airspeed's alive, engine is still good in the green. EGT is not that high up. That's enriching the mixture a bit. Good. And there's 60. And there we go. Well, to me that doesn't make that much of a difference in our takeoff roll. To be honest. Alright, 7,700 is our traffic pattern. So let's get going here. Some terrain over there. Hey man, yeah, I'm doing well. Really enjoying myself here. Except for the X-plane crash. Now my indicated airspeed is a bit low. Lower than usual, which makes sense because the air is thinner, so our indicated airspeed is a bit less. Got a lot of terrain here, which makes flying a traffic pattern on Big Bear a bit more challenging. Should have also made that announcement, by the way, that we're on the crosswind. Okay. Big Bear traffic. Yellow Skyhawk is now turning left downwind runway 26 for touch and goes. Ghost traffic. Big Bear. So you can see that my climb performance is worse, which makes sense. There we are. That's our downwind leg. Still not really on traffic pattern altitude. Where is the other traffic? Ah, I can see a blip there of a beacon over there. So I think he's on final. But I'm not sure. Even if he's close traffic, I'm not sure. Perhaps he's just departing, right? So let's stick to around this altitude. Still full power, just about 80 knots. A little bit less there. Also need to keep on my downwind leg. I'm a little bit flying towards the airport, which is not good. Where is that other traffic? And this guys, is exactly what makes flying a traffic pattern on a non-towered airport so potentially challenging. Thanks for the follow, B. Seaton. Thanks. Is when you've got traffic that is not on the radio. What is that guy doing? Ed Nansover. Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Okay. Let's prep for our landing here. One Archer flap. Come on, PilotEdge is made for Viva flights only. No, that's not right. Both. Oh yeah, thanks Sniper for answering that question. Big Bear traffic. Yellow Skyhawk is turning on the left base. Runway 26. Touch and go. Big Bear. Alright, there we go. And again, I think I just flown over the high school, but which we should avoid as part of noise abatement. Already in the white band. Another notch of flaps. Where's the runway? There's the runway. Already crossed it, I think. Overshoot it. No, barely. Big Bear traffic. Yellow Skyhawk is now on final runway 26. Touch and go. Big Bear. I do see traffic over there. Alright, so he is gaining on me. That's interesting. It's a bummer that I cannot hear him on the CTAF. I know for sure that CTAF has been working on PilotEdge before when I was flying on Saturdays or Sundays in the afternoons here locally in the Netherlands. Outside of the live time on PilotEdge. So, it's weird. Perhaps they made a change, or I don't know. Okay, let's focus on that runway. 65, that's good. Uh-oh, there's another airport there. Airplane on the runway. Big Bear traffic. Yellow Skyhawk is on the go around 26, upwind. Okay, so he's now on a run-up. What I did there was a bit wrong. I turned up my flaps all at once, and I should have done that a little bit more incrementally. Should have flown the upwind, but that guy is on the upwind. So now we've got a puzzle on our hands, because the other guy is now also in traffic now on the downwind perhaps, and we've got another one on in the upwind. So the fault was for the pilot there on the lineup, which he should have just checked for someone on the final leg. She didn't. Oh man, as you can see, look at my climbing performance, guys. I feel like a paraglider. Man, here we go on the downwind. Big Bear traffic. Yellow Skyhawk is now on the downwind runway 26, following the Skyhawk. So we're second for 26. Big Bear. You see the other airplane far in the distance, but perhaps he's out. No, he isn't. He's already making that turn. This is risky business, guys, flying at Big Bear traffic patterns. My gosh. Kimo, that plane on the runway was AI. Alright. Alright. And now he is making that turn to final. Alright, this seems like a nice traffic pattern altitude here. Nose down. One flap. Where is he? Where is he? Yeah, he's there. Short final. Good. So I'm going to extend my downwind, so I buy myself some time, some separation from the guy now in short final. Alright, what I should have done actually before we did some traffic pattern flying is also prepare my departure from Big Bear, because now we're going to depart. Big Bear traffic. Yellow Skyhawk is now turning on the left base runway 26 for a touch and go, Big Bear. Because we're going to go to Hammer Ryan. That's what we're going to do. Nice lake here. Let's keep that turn going because I know we're tight on the runway. Another notch of flaps. Yeah, we already overshot it. Damn it. That's not good. Ah, I can see the other traffic there flying away. Okay. There we go. So if I remember correctly, looking at the airport remarks, we should make a 10-degree left turn on our departure there, so for noise abatement, and then that means when we make a left turn, we fly along over the lake, and so we're clear of the urban area, which makes sense. But how are we going to depart Big Bear? Need to go to him and Ryan. Well, there's a valley over here that we can perhaps fly through, but again, there are mountains. So we need to go that direction. So let's fly over the lake and then go that direction, and then we need to pick a VOR or something like that, or some visual reference marks. Okay. Going a little bit too fast, also a bit too steep. And that means usually a hard touchdown. So let's make sure we butter this touchdown. Less power, less power, less power, less power. Come on. That means that we need a little bit more time here to round off our landing. Land off our landing. Seep away that speed. Speed. Nice, Tim. Nice. Very nice. Flaps up. Power. 50, 60, rotate. Well, Big Bear, it was a nice visit. We were a bit unlucky there with our crash of X-Plane, but we enjoyed ourselves. 10-degree turn to the left over the lake. Trim up a bit that nose. And watch my speed here, because our climb performance is very, very poor. There we go. Monka, is he also flying airplanes? Airliners? No. No, 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 no. Far too boring. Alright, here we go. Thanks for the follow. Joy of Flying 172. That's a wonderful username. And Poom, thanks as well for the follow. Okay, so we're climbing out. EGT is nice. Let's lean it a bit more. I can see I can even improve that EGT for good performance. That's the peak. Good. We need to get out of here. And I can fly right on top of there, just over the cowling. We can go that direction. There's another airplane, which might be watching this stream and follow us along, which is cool. We can go to that direction. So southwest, overfly this part, because that makes sense when I look at my ForeFlight here. We can fly this direction and then stick to the, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, Big Bear traffic. Yellow Skyhawk is now 4 miles southwest of the airport, currently at 7,500. We're gonna leave the area to the southwest at around 8,000. Big Bear. All right, other traffic was now, where is he? I don't see him. Okay, let's also set our clock. What did he say? Yes, you heard that right. Should have said that one a bit more early. Look at those mountains, guys. That's the 9,000 top. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Clip, guys, clip it. Hit the clip button on the video container here so we have a 30-second memory of this wonderful picture here. Wow, look at this. That is beautiful. Do my ears deceive me? Nice. Thanks, Sniper. And again, thank you for your so kind donation yesterday. It really means a lot to us. All right. Wow. I feel so adventurous at the moment. And again, these can be very tricky can be very tricky terrain with high-speed winds, obviously, because those can actually suck you down into the valley, which is not good. Okay, and there we are. Let's go a little bit to the right. As you can see, xEnviro is having a little bit trouble there of generating the mist, which is a bit unrealistic. Airspeed is increasing, good. EGT is still good. Let's trim down a bit and let's follow the valley. Bye Monka, good to see you here on the stream. Have a great day. There we go. Good speed there. Let's get a more easy RPM going, something like this. EGT, can we improve it? Let's lean. Yes, we can lean a bit, just a tiny bit. Let's also keep a bit on altitude here, so in case we've got an engine out, we know what to do, because if we have an engine out right now, we are screwed. We are screwed. I mean, in terms of backcountry flying, I would love to visit a airport that is just tucked away in such a valley. And then with the Super Cub, that would be awesome, right? I'm gonna do that after I get earn my PPL here on PilotEdge. Alrighty, so we're flying southwest, but if we keep flying like this, we might fly all the way down to San Bernardino, and I don't like to go that direction. So we can fly like this and then make a turn to the right and head to Benning. I mean, this mountaintop I like to avoid, 10,000 feet. So let's just follow this terrain and go like this. Go a little bit south there over Benning. Wow, 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 wow. Let's have an outside look here. The Papa Hotel, Tango India Mike. Isn't she a beauty? Oh yeah. Okay, so that direction. Good place for skiing. You're right. You're right, Chemo. So all the confusing, complex VFR stuff is over to that side, to our right side there. San Bernardino, Ontario, John Wayne, all that stuff. It's also interesting here on the sectional. I saw the Angulus oaks, which to me suggests that there are oaks here, trees here that are kind of special. I guess, I don't know, perhaps it's just a random name. But I was looking here in front of me, I see a lot of tree-like textures. And again, this is why I so much like to fly with photoreal, because you can actually enjoy the scenery. Because this is actually what it looks like. Also wonderful how the OpenStreetMap architecture that XPeng uses so well fits on top of the photoreals of this road. Which is really, really nice. Jessica, thanks for being on the stream. Have a great day. Bye. So let's shortcut here. Let's get near to the mountain because it's cool. Now, in that valley beyond there, we will spot Benning. And Benning is a bit of a very busy non-towered airport that we need to look out for. But I guess we will stay to the west side here. But still, there's a lot of traffic, AI traffic over there. Now, Hammond Ryan is going to be over that side. What I'd like to be is... thank you for the follow, Hans. Thanks. So let's stick a bit to this altitude. We're still descending, which is not necessary. A little bit more power there. EGT is still good. Okay, so we're now flying a bit like this. Can we fly a outbound radial perhaps, or inbound radial? No. So we just need to rely on visuals. What visuals? Well, we're gonna cross that road, perpendicular. There's a lake over there. There's a smaller lake over there. You see some terrain here, kind of peakish, which is, I think, that stuff. I don't know for sure. We should stick to the right side of that. Thanks for the follow, Renato. Thank you, guys. It means a lot, those follows. Thanks. Welcome on board. Kimo, great VR flying with visuals today. Yeah, I totally agree. Really enjoying myself here. Yeah, so road. Let me see. I also see in the distance there, just beyond the compass, I can also see some terrain over there. It's actually quite hard, guys, to fly on visuals. No radio navigation. Oh no, yeah, no VORs. And again, not using the clock. I set the clock, but I'm not using it. What we can do is, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to search for this bend and this visual bending pass point, and then I'm going to set the clock. Captain Bino, welcome on board. That's what we're going to do. And Mars, thanks guys, means a lot. Welcome on board. It's getting cozy here in this 4-seater Cessna. Yeah, so I'm gonna look for that bend in that highway, and also it's not just only a bend, it's also an intersection here. There's it's runway or highway 10. So let's see if we can spot that one. And then once we are there, we can set the clock. We can estimate our time before we meet. We need to see Hammett Ryan. Okay, I can see a highway over there. I can also see a highway over there. There and there. There's some terrain a little bit south of it. And those guys join. Brown, thanks for the follow. Thanks, welcome. Those join. And there is a bend. There's also a road coming in from the north. But that's a road, not really a big highway, I guess. So, I think that this might be it. Just over the cowling here. And there's a lake. There's that lake. And that corresponds to what we've seen here. The lake should be around there. Yeah, perhaps we are seeing this stuff and not that stuff. So that means that that intersection that we were talking about is actually a little bit more to the left even. But it doesn't really matter. I know where the lake is, so that's good. So we're going to fly that direction. Okay, good. And again, this is the Benning Pass. And, well, what's relevant about that is, look at this picture. Wow, wonderful. That's a wallpaper for you. Is that a lot of airplanes coming from or going towards the Palm Springs area use this pass. So this is actually something that to look out for. And also to ask for flight following. But, well, the controllers are not live. Good, so we know where we are. We will set the clock in just a few seconds. Hammett Ryan. Hammett Ryan is 123.0. Switch, it's now active. And our AWOS is 118.37. Active. Let's have a listen. What the weather is doing.
Hammett Ryan weather. Wind calm. Visibility more than 10.
Good.
Sky clear.
Good.
Temperature 20. Dew point -16. Altimeter 3021.
3021. Whoa. Okay. 3021 it is then. Okay, so wind's calm, that's good as well. Let's set the clock. What did he say? Yep. There's a highway, that's good. Okay, next up, our arrival. What runways do we have? 2, 3. We've got a smaller runway and a bigger runway. Let's use the bigger one. Winds are calm, so we can pick our own, or we can overfly, I guess. But with winds calm, it doesn't make that much sense. 2, 3. We can set it in the heading bug. 2, 3. 2, 3. It's good. We're still in sync. Well, not entirely. We've got some gyro drift. So we can set it a little bit to... Oh, other side. To that one. Good. Should check this with each 10 minutes or so. This can be really nasty. Okay. Then, we're not there yet. 2, 3. 1500 feet is the airport elevation, so 2500 would be the pattern. Right pattern 5 and 2, 2. That makes sense. So it's a left hand for 2, 3. We'd like to enter the left downwind from this side. So left hand is going to be this for 2, 3, right? So we need to overfly that particular lake on Hamid Ryan. So let's do that. And we're going to overfly, so 2500, so let's say 3500. So we're clear of all the traffic pattern stuff. We're going to look for that lake. That's what we're going to do. Wonderful scenery here in the Benning area. Wow. How pretty is that? Traffic there on our 1 o'clock, high up, no factor. Watch out for gliders. That's a good one, Miniwebs. That's a good one. As you can see here. Glider depiction. And I guess those guys are using the smaller runway. I don't know for sure. Alright, I think I can see the lake there. With some terrain in front of it. Does that make sense? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so that means that from this direction, then Hamid Ryan would be just in front of it. So somewhere around here. Good. We're already on the frequency, are we? Yeah, so we can make an announcement. A timely announcement. Hamid Ryan traffic, yellow Skyhawk, is 10 miles north of the field, currently at 5,000, inbound for a full stop landing for runway 23. We're going to overfly the field and enter the left downwind for runway 23. Hamid Ryan. Or the reservoir. Oh, it's Diamond Valley Lake, that's what it's called. Awesome! What nice flying weather, guys. And what a nice area it is. Look at this. The weather is changing. Quite sunny. Alright, let's keep that descent going. Landing lights on. Oh, I didn't turn on my strobe lights on. That means that I also didn't turn on my strobe and landing lights, I guess, when we left Big Bear. Alright, that's a mistake. Can we see Hamid Ryan? Well, it should be around here. Oh, perhaps it's there. Yeah, there it is. Bigger runway. Thanks for the follow, SNG. Welcome on board. Welcome on board. Nice Rams. Where's the smaller runway? I cannot really see the smaller runway. Perhaps it's just a grass runway for the gliders. Nice train over there. Alright, keep that descent going. What a beautiful day for flying. You can see there a different in tile color saturation. Happens sometimes. So perhaps this tile of photoreal has been made in a different time than that side, which is quite unrealistic, but hey, that's something that you need to live with when using photoreal. Let's do another announcement. So anyone who's now jumped into the cockpit and turned on his radios also gets an update and a heads up. Ahmed Ryan traffic, yellow Skyhawk is now 3 miles north of the airport, currently at 4,000. We're going to overfly the field and enter the left downwind for runway 23 for a full stop, Ahmed Ryan. I can see some traffic to the north of us. 12 o'clock, high up, no factor, seems military. AGT. It's a little bit low. Let's enrich the mixture a bit because we're coming up from a high altitude going lower, so we need to have a more rich setting there. Alright, there's the runway. Looks good. See some traffic parked over there. Wonderful. Looks really, really cute. Don't see a windsock. Even some jets. Are those jets? Yeah, they are. Nice. Okay. We can descend now to 2,500. That's our traffic pattern altitude. Make a right teardrop over the lake and enter the 2-3. Yeah, it's really tiny, Chemo. I guess it's for the gliders, that runway. Wow, this looks so cool. And I totally agree with you guys that G2XPL is not that nice. Not that smooth with the lakes here. But still, I think it's pretty. You can see it's a little bit weird on that side. So apparently Ortho is doing a better job, but to be honest, I don't really care. This is perfect. Okay. Still need to descend a little bit more. 2,500, well, we can make our turn right now. Thanks for the follow, Mix. Welcome on board. Coming up a bit. Too much. Look out for that terrain. Let's get to 100 knots and below we can set our first notch of flaps. Now upwind. There we go. Where's the field? There's the field. Okay. Descending, descending, 1 notch of flaps. Ahmed Ryan traffic, yellow Skyhawk is now on the 45-degree left downwind, runway 23 for a full stop, Ahmed Ryan. There we go. Nice haze there, haziness. Again, no other traffic. Mixture full in, we're fully lit up, landing lights on, strobe lights on, and our parking brakes are released. Thanks for the follow, non-GP. Thank you guys. What a number of follows today. Much appreciated. Welcome on board. Tiny, cute Cessna Skyhawk. Again, didn't use my clock at all. So again, there's something like setting a clock and also using the clock, and I guess that's my next task. But that I will take. Well, we'll need a year or so to get that in my routines. Okay, traffic pattern altitude, runway 23. And here we go. Ahmed Ryan traffic, yellow Skyhawk is turning on the left downwind 23, full stop, Ahmed Ryan. A little bit more power here. And again, the timing you use to get on your downwind here all depends on the distance from you and the runway. And that distance is based on, in case of an engine out, you have enough gliding distance to make the runway. And that's generally the distance. Century Pizonen. Thanks. Welcome aboard. Thanks for the follow. So now in engine out, I would be able to make the runway. And that's kind of like the rule. So it's kind of like a half a mile or so. Nice ramp. Nice ramp. No one in the traffic. No one on this frequency yet. Good speed. We can already start our descent, by the way. Midpoint, downwind. We can already start the descent gradually. Hamid Ryan traffic. Yellow Skyhawk is turning on the left base. Runway 23 full stop. Hamid Ryan. Our set speed. Like to keep that within the wide band so we can set our second notch of flaps, which we are barely. That's our second notch of flaps. Let's lock onto that runway so we don't overshoot it this time. At the same time, looking at my speed here. This is why I love TrackIR. There we go. 4 wides on the Papi, so we're a bit too high, but we can fix that. There we go. Again, the sounds of the wiggling flaps is so cool. I don't know if you guys can hear. And there we go. Hamid Ryan, first visit. That's nice. Coming up a bit. Now let's butter this touchdown. 65, that's perfect. A little bit more power here. Again, fixing on the far end of the runway. Nose up, 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 nose up. That was pretty. Very pleased with that landing. Okay, just rolling out a bit because I like to get to that ramp on the far side there. And it's going so well with the clock, Sniper. Keep poking me, guys, with the clock. It's not good. And I need to design my emotes. My one and only emotes. And the clock, it isn't that inspiring at all to me. Should be something more cheerful. Hamid Ryan traffic, yellow Skyhawk is clear of the runway. Hamid Ryan. Okay, and brake first and clean up our nice Skyhawk. Landing lights off, strobe lights off, set to 1000, lean for ground. And ready to go. Now let's have a look. Let's taxi here to the right and all the way down. That is cute, my gosh. I hope I can make it, by the way, or am I now taxiing onto a ramp? I think I am. I need to make a spin there. That was a bad decision. I'd like to go there to the left, but it looks very, very nice. King Air. That's nice. Thanks, MiniWebs. Oh, this is an airport of you. You made it. You pimped MiniWebs. That's good. Well, you did an awesome job. Always do an awesome job, but it really looks very, very pretty. Okay. Let's go back. Sorry, guys. The next taxiway. Helicopters, but even some jets. Okay. Here we are. Slow taxi. Slow turns. There we are. Yeah, we'll look at the replay, Sniper, in just a sec. Okay. Look at this. Again, I don't know if I can make it to the left, but nice. Very nice. What airplane is this? So cool. Kind of like a rescue theme there. Wow. Navy airplane. Nice. Helicopters, fuel tanks. Man, this looks good. Again, a helicopter over there. Let's continue. This is my family. Good. And I can see some jets over there. Interesting. Where are we going to park? Well, let's go a little bit farther ahead there. Okay. Let's go even a little bit farther. Make this right turn if we can, without hitting any other airplane. Ah, this is nice. Go. Oh, this is tight. This is tight. A bit too tight. Someone parked his car. Nice there near an airplane. Yeah. This is cool, but there is no spot for us to park actually. What we can do is just park it over here and make it turn. That's what we can do, yeah. And then have a look at the replay. And breakage. Good. Okay, avionics off. Park and brake set. Cut off. Blub, 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 blub. Good. Magnetors off. Batteries off. Door open. And release our seatbelts. Hammond Ryan, guys. First visit here. Very nice airport. Very, very nice. Let's close the door again so we are not annoyed by the replay. And we can disconnect PilotEdge here. And let's have a look. Taxi, taxi. Yeah, landing. Good. There we go. And again, here for the arrival. Looks good. Nice teardrop entry here. There we go. Oh! Whoa! Now that was nice. Let's have another look. Wow, that's a beauty. Look at how smooth. Boom, main wheels first. Sometime later. Still not there. Very gentle. Boom. That was nice. Thanks, Sniper. I totally agree. Okay, so. What are we going to do? Well, it's not that difficult. What we're going to do is our last leg. We're going to fly from Hammond Ryan back to Thermal, where we all started today. And yeah, the main idea is to stay clear of these mountains. And then the only way, I guess, is just to fly up high enough. Just inbound to the VOR. Yeah, I guess that's just the basic way to do this. We have a lake there, Lake Hemel. And we need to fly at least 7,200. So, because we need to climb, I guess we cannot climb that steeply by just staying AGL here. We need to climb before, and that means that we already need to be at an altitude of, let's say, well, 7,500 is a little bit too low. 9,500. So that's going to be the speed here. Single coil, you nailed the approach speeds. Makes for a good landing most of the time. Well done. Thank you, sir. Thanks. And you're absolutely right. So 9,500 all the way to Cochrane. And what's going to be very nice about that is just also the terrain, the mountains, but also the Palm Springs area from that altitude. It's going to be awesome. And I guess we need to circle around, descending onto Cochrane there. So we might see the lake with this great weather, great visibility today. So that's certainly going to be a very scenic ending of today's flight. And then I'm going to take a break. And later, I'm going to start my Cat 10 rating. Uh-oh, I failed last time. So it's going to be exciting to see if I make it this time. Let's get going. Fasten my seatbelts. Door was already closed. Thanks for the follow, Carlos. Welcome. Yeah, engine is already primed. This is going to be very basic. Throttle in. Are we clear? We are. Clear prop. Back to both. 1200. Oil pressure is in the green. Let's lean for ground. Something like this. Reset for 1000. Generator on. Avionics on. And yeah, there we are. We don't need to check everything because we know the systems are working. The clock. Reset it. How are we going to use the clock, he said. Well, yeah, it's just a straight out line. Well, we could set the clock for Lake Hermel here. So when we're going to depart, we must be able to spot the lake around 10 minutes. That lake as a visual reference point. We're flying a radial, so it's going to be fine, I guess. But still, if shit hits the fan and our VOR breaks down, we still got some way to know that we are on the right way. A bigger issue is, I guess, can we get to 9,500 in time before we reach Lake Hermel? Because we need to do some cycling to get to that cruising altitude. We have to see. Okay, we've got the AWAS here. We can listen to that one more time and at the same time set the AWAS for Cochrane.
Emmett Ryan weather. Wind light and variable. Visibility more than 10. Sky clear. Temperature 18. Dew point -18. Altimeter 2988.
2988. 2988. Good. Hey Hoon, good to see you as well.
Wind light and variable. Visibility.
That's off and our COM1 is on and I need to reconnect to PilotEdge, right? For the replay.
Connected to PilotEdge.
Okay, that's runway 23, that's good for now. We're just gonna depart 9,500 and we are ready to go. How are we going to get to the runway? That's a good question. Let's cheat a bit. That direction and then to the right to the runway. You can also go to the left, or here to the right and then this direction. That would be nice. We can inspect those jets. That's what we're going to do. Right. Okay. And the nav radios. That's something that I would like to do as well. Nav 1. Cochrane was, or thermal 116.2. 116.2. That is set. Good. We can already set it here to our direct route. We don't need to fly a particular radial. There it comes. Whoop. Okay. Park and brakes released. Brake test works, obviously. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Hoon. Is it VFR to the Lima? Well, we already passed Big Bear, actually. We're now on our way back to Cochrane, to Thermal. And that's on PilotEdge. Here we go. Sniper, that's true. The Oshkosh approaches, yeah. Well, perhaps in the future. I've actually been to Oshkosh for real a couple of years ago, which was awesome. Unfortunately, though, at that time I wasn't into flight simming. I've always had an interest for flight sim, but I wasn't into the stream. I didn't start with flying with my training here with my project. So I visited, and I enjoyed myself, but not in a way. Wow, look at these jets, guys. Wow. Very nice. But not in a way that I would enjoy myself now when I would have visited Oshkosh. So perhaps, well, A2A simulations would be there, I guess. Would have been there. PilotEdge must have been there. And I didn't know. Also, all the YouTube guys. So, I really like to plan to visit Oshkosh another time. Okay, so departure 2-3, we're gonna do then a left downwind departure, right? So we need to go to the east, left downwind departure. We're gonna climb like Mavericks to 9,500 and catch that radial inbound to thermal viewer. That's gonna be the plan. No one is around. Here are the puppy lights. Thanks for the follow, Arno. Thanks and welcome aboard. Our run-up area here. Well, we can skip that one because we have been using our engine just a few minutes ago. Hammett Ryan 2-3, good. Hammett Ryan traffic, yellow Skyhawk is departing runway 23 for a left downwind departure to 9,500. Hammett Ryan. Okay, no one was on final. No one is on the runway. Lights on, strobe lights on, mixture full in. And trim is set, good. 2-3 confirms, heading indicator as well. There we go, guys. Back to our base airports. Full power. Engine is looking good, in the green. A bit more important now because we skipped the run up. 40, 50, and 60 or rotates. Goodbye, Hammett Ryan. Very nice, very cute airports. Loved it. Trim here for a steady climb. Down. Good. Train there. No, is it a train or a bus? I guess it's a train. Nice. Would have already made my turn a little bit more early, but I'm at Ryan traffic. Yellow Skyhawk is turning on the left base runway 23. Departure to the east. Thanks for the follow, Zemo. Thank you, guys. That jar is nicely filled. Thanks, Vasco. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated. I'm at Ryan traffic. Yellow Skyhawk is now on the left downwind runway 23. Departure to the east, 9,500. And there we are parallel. Good. There's the runway. No traffic around so far as I can see. And as you can see, mountaintops ahead. Danger, danger. Mountaintops ahead. So let's get to 9,500. Keep our landing lights on for just a bit. Right on track with the radial. Let's just finish our leg here. We're already quite high up. We can already start our turn here. No one's on the right. Good. Keep that climb going. Already use the mixture here to get a better performance going. Better burn means better performance. So something like that. A little bit south there so we can catch that radial. And there we go. Nice climb. Again, there's the lake again. Oh, weather change. Forgot the clock again. Peter! Ah. Oh, it's so silly. Thank you, man. Yep, I forgot. It should be part of my before takeoff checks. So we said about 10 minutes. Well, we can subtract, I guess, a minute or two. So 8 minutes. We would expect to see, like, and actually I can already see it over the dashboards. Okay, so what we can do is already set the CTEF for Cochrane. That is 123.0. 123.0. That's the same as Hammett then. Double check. That's the same. Okay, same CTEF frequency. Perfect. Okay, good. And the runway that we're going to pick, well, it depends on the winds on Cochrane. But I would prefer the bigger runway. So that would be runway 235, runway 35, which is a left-hand pattern. Minus 100 feet. So that would be around 900 feet for the traffic pattern. So we're coming right from the right side, from the correct side there to enter on the downwind leg. And yeah. That's good. But we'll listen to ASOS soon. Once we get nearer to have an idea what the winds are doing. I guess the winds are still calm over there. Meanwhile, sorry, back again, now in bed. Where are you heading now? I'm heading towards Cochrane, to thermal, back again to our starting point. And thank you for being back. And then after this stream, I'm going to take a small break and get sane again, prepped again, fit again to do the Cat 10 after 4 hours of streaming today. Don't know whether that actually improves my chances of succeeding or passing the Cat 10 as a warm-up. Thanks, Hoon. My older cousin brother was in the Korea Air Force before. Wow, he was rowed for the Foxtrot 4 jet also, but he's currently the Korean Air 773C. Wow. When you... Yes, before takeoff I did see those jets. I didn't know that they were F4s. I'm not that knowledgeable of aircraft types, to be honest. Hey Owen, please stay on topic. I guess you talked about GTA. Yeah, in the early days there were a lot of people coming in from my early project on GTA and talking about GTA here on the stream. But obviously I was already moved away from that project. Now flying the uncertified pilot. So that's why the MooBot is deleting those messages. Mm-mm-mm. 6,500. So pretty. Still right on track. 35 nautical miles to go, as you can see. Nicely trimmed. The GT is good, but can have to be a bit better. Let's lean the mixture. Yeah, that's much better. 4 minutes on the clock. Well, we already passed that little lake. Or no, that's not that lake, I guess. Can we spot it over here? Thanks for the follow, bud. Thanks. And welcome aboard our cozy Cessna Skyhawk. Again, you can see here the different tiles of photoreal. Clearly been taken in different times, different seasons perhaps. I like this one better actually. I mean, we would have expected to see that lake within 8 minutes or so. Still have some way to go. And again, guys, imagine an engine out here. What would we do? Well, we were in trouble, I can tell you. Still, we're high, so we can glide back, obviously. A 180-degree turn there. And we can even make Hammett, perhaps. Even! Thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Jimur, what are your PC specs? Well, if you look at my channel page and you scroll down, you can see those. You can also hit exclamation mark here, PC, I think. You get a link to my website, UncertifiedPilot.com, with all the stuff that I'm using for X-Plane, all the add-ons. Kilo Alpha Victor X-Ray is a beautiful airport. I haven't visited that one many webs, I think. Oh, good one. I will put that on my list to visit. Let's stay on track here. Now, this was the mountain peak just in front of us that we needed to cross, I guess. So we can fly just over here. There are bigger mountain peaks over there. Jamur, thank you for following. Welcome on board, man. (9,500 feet). Just 1,000 more to go. With our little Cessna Skyhawk. Wow, 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 wow. Look at this. Now, I can tell you, once we're over this ridge and we'll look out over the Palm Springs area, that would be quite scenic, I guess. So see the lake. You can see this area. Perhaps we can also see the Salton Sea there. Gonna be pretty, I hope. Minimaps need to find the perfect situation to practice picking up IFR midair. Nice. I've already been peeking at the I ratings of PilotEdge, so for my season 2 of this series I'm going to start my IFR training, which I'm completely oblivious. I have no idea how IFR works, to be honest. And I already had some prior knowledge and some prior experience with VFR flying, just a tiny bit. So I'm actually really excited to start my season 2 series with my IFR training. But first I need to pass for my CAT ratings. Goes up to CAT 11. I'm currently CAT 9 rated, so I need to do 10. Gonna do that later today. And then the CAT 11, and then I completed all the complex VFR flights that PilotEdge has to offer. And so I think I earned my PPL, my virtual PPL license here, and that completes my season 1 of this of my project. But then I'm gonna continue with season 2 and do my IFR, my instrument rating training, and that's gonna be exciting and new and challenging. Chemo, staying in the Cessna, will you fly some multi-engine? Well, I've been thinking about it as well, Chemo, but I mean, I like to show you guys that you can fly IFR and have fun with IFR flying using the Cessna. Why not? I just adore Cessna Skyhawks. They're just nice. They're cool. They're students. They're old school. They're just awesome. Also, my cockpit, my physical cockpit that I made, I can show you guys right now, because I just figured out late this morning that I can do that. So this is the cockpit I'm using right now. But this is what I built myself, just with wood, with the Saitek panels. Those are clearly made for a Cessna Skylane, right, and a single engine airplane. So using a multi-engine doesn't fit my. I mean, I can fiddle around with that, but I like to just stick to a single engine because the cockpit is built that way. So that's why. Yeah, thanks, Chemo, for catching that. Sniper, have you considered doing a route around the airports that make up the CAT ratings in a single flight with stops for fuel? Yeah, nice. I've been thinking about such a marathon kind of flight, Sniper. And there are many to think of. We could fly to all the non-towered airports in the PilotEdge cover area. All the towers, all the Charlies, all the Bravos. Well, those are not many. Oh shit, I'm already flying at 10,000 feet, guys. Look at this outlook. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I think Palm Springs is over here. Yeah, there's Palm Springs International Airport. Over there, my favorite airport of all times. The airport where I made my first radio contact with Marcus as a controller. Man, I was anxious. But so excited afterwards. My gosh. I'm a bit surprised that I'm this much up north, actually, near Palm Springs. Or perhaps it's because I'm not on the radio at all. The alphabet challenge, that's true, Miniwebs. I can do that as well. Going through all the airports in that way. Wow. This is pretty. Non-towered airports, but yeah, I know we can do so much. We can still have so much fun in the Southern California area. But I'm thinking to do it with the Cessna Skyhawk. That's the answer. The I ratings. The only disadvantage there is that there is a flight from Burbank, or not really Burbank. I don't know where it is. Or Santa Barbara to Las Vegas with an I rating. And with the Cessna Skyhawk, that takes some time, but okay, I don't care. Also, going a little bit slower gives me some time to think about my decisions, right? So it will actually be a help. A lap of honor for the cat rates might be fun. Yeah, Snipe. That's true. But man, I'm going to be so happy when I pass my Cat 11. I'll be so proud. I mean, it took me some episodes. I'm currently at episode 90, and obviously I did some fun flights as well, so it's not purely training episodes, also some fun episodes, but still 90 episodes. I can see the Salton Sea there in the far distance. Let's have a listen at the AWAS of Cochrane.
Hammond Ryan weather.
That's Hammond Ryan. I don't like to listen to Hammond Ryan. I like to listen to Cochrane.
Jacqueline Cochrane RGNL weather. Wind 140 at 8.
140 at 8.
Sky clear. Temperature 29. Dew point -11. Altimeter 2977.
2977. 2977. Okay, so we got significant winds. Nice. That means that we need to, I guess, change our plans a bit. Map. Okay, 140 at 8. So that would favor runway 12. Runway 12. And runway 12 is left hand. So that's also good. So runway 12 is going to be. Okay. Runway 12. Good. Burbank to Vegas. Yeah. 200 nautical miles. Yeah, it's not really that much of a big deal. And who cares? It's just fun to fly. I am setting the clock, but I'm not using the clock, and that's not a good thing. Also, guys, look at the area here, the Palm Springs area. So there's international. Bermuda is also... that was actually the airport that I started with training. Just off the stream. And then just a couple of episodes later, I decided to start streaming. And then went to Oceano. I think that is... I don't know where Bermuda might be. Cochrane is over there. But look at this. It's like flying Google Earth. And it actually is. So, so nice. Have you using ForeFlight with PilotEdge? Yes, this is ForeFlight. Great app. Is it X-Plane? Yes, it is. Thanks, Kimo. I think I can see Cochrane. Yep, there it is. And that's runway 12. But we're gonna fly like this. So we got yeah, what you would expect right-hand traffic on 12, by the way. Like so. We've got left, so it's going over the other runway. Are we also on the CTAF? Yeah, we're already on the CTAF. I hear no one on the CTAF, but I guess that's because PilotEdge is not live, which is a bummer. I don't think that it works that way, but it should work. But what we could also do, no, it doesn't really matter. Look at the map here, you can see there's no, yeah, it's left. Okay, so we've overfly the field. Well, for fun's sakes, we can do that. Left hand for runway 12. 900 feet. Cool. By the way, that means that we should descend right now, don't you think, guys? I mean, I love the view, but we need to get to 900 feet before we reach Cochrane, so let's get that descent going. Sniper, have you looked at getting X-Plane to map you on ForeFlight? Yes, I think I saw Keith and John Fly doing it and wondered about it. Yeah, I know that that's possible. It's built in into X-Plane, actually, that feature. But I think in my case, for my training, it's a bit of a cheat. I'd like to just read the sectional and infer my position based on reading the sectional. I like that, to do that as an exercise. Also here, by the way, this GPS is then also a cheat, obviously. To be honest, I do not use it at all. So it's just there, so I can also just turn a page. I don't even know how this thing works. Something like this. I just like to be Slant Alpha. Right, Chemo, that's exactly what I think as well. Meanwhile, I heard you on frequency before the sim crash. Okay, so apparently it does work outside of the PilotEdge area. So the other guy who was flying there on Big Bear was not transmitting on the radio, which is totally legal. But once you reconnected to BA, I couldn't hear you. Radio calls. Oh. Oh, that's weird. Thanks for the follow, Nick. Thanks. Much appreciated. Welcome on board. And Nico. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Ben, good. Thank you, guys. So many new followers today. This casual Sunday. Also thinking about shock cooling. Because we're on a high altitude, it's cold outside, obviously. But also, we're on a low RPM setting. Well, not really. And the risk is that the engine might cool down quite rapidly. And that might... the cylinders might not like that in the engine. You might experience some shocks and even damage the engine, even lead to an engine out in worst case scenarios. But we are in a high RPM setting. That's also why it's preferred to descend in a more higher speed, because you keep your engine warm. Rather than just going now at 1500 RPM and descend more rapidly, I would rather prefer to cycle down if we don't make to 900 feet before Cochrane. Because I like to have a warm engine at all times. Oh, Sniper, no, I totally get what you were thinking about. Yeah. No, so it works. You can map yourself onto ForeFlight, but and again, you can say it's cheating, but even that's not really correct, because if you look at the real world guys, real world pilots, those guys are mapping themselves onto the ForeFlight app and using that while they are flying. So it's actually more realistic. But still, I just like the steam gauge, old school, Slant Alpha kind of flying. Okay, guys, we are getting closer to Cochrane, so let's give those guys a heads up if there are any in the pattern. I don't hear them, but thanks for the follow, Thunder. Thanks. Okay, so look at the bottom of my heading indicator. We are currently westerly, 5,500 in descending. We're going for runway 12. We're going to overfly 12, then left hand, so teardrop, left hand, and then land. Which is a bit silly, I think, because we're going to overfly all the other runways, but hey, that's just the case. Perhaps we're also going to circle down just a bit. Let's not announce that, because we don't know for sure, and otherwise we can do that later on. Cochrane traffic, yellow Skyhawk is about 10 miles west of the airport, currently at 5,000 and descending. I would like to enter the left downwind for runway 12 for a full stop. We're going to overfly runway 12 from the west, then make a teardrop to enter the left downwind for runway 12. Cochrane. Hoon, excuse me, what is your name? Your flight sim's a entertainer. Thanks for the donation, Chemo. Thank you so much. Thank you, man, and I appreciate your moderation. I think you've been here for at the very start, aren't you? I guess from episode 1. Really appreciate your presence and your interest, also your help with providing links and stuff. Thanks. And then a donation, my gosh. Montfort Miles, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated, Chemo. And also, I've also been chatting with Avanek, another Dutch guy, also flying on PilotEdge, usually also here on the stream. And there is a significant flight simulator convention here in the Netherlands. It's called FS Weekend, and I've been there a couple of times. And a few months ago, I suddenly thought, wouldn't it be cool to do a lecture there, a talk on state-of-the-art flight simming, PilotEdge, Twitch, and that stuff. It's a little bit of a dated convention, I think. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with seniors flying flight simulator, but I think the convention is a little bit dull because it's only kind of like visiting a LAN party or something like that. There's not really a lot of stuff or inspirational stuff going on. I like to change that, so I'm going to speak at the next FS Weekend. It's going to be in November. Do a talk on the Uncertified Pilot, software, and that stuff. And Chemo, if you are free then, come over to Lelystad, to Aviodrome, and we can meet up for real. And you will also meet Avanek. He's also going to join that talk, which might be fun. And anyone who is Dutch and following the stream, you're welcome, because I will be there. Hoon, thank you for your support there. Yeah, you can find all about me if you visit the Uncertified Pilot website, my background. To be honest, I'm not really streaming to entertain you guys. I'm actually streaming so you guys can entertain me. Thank you for the follow, Ninja. Thanks. And Bruns, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Alright, let's prep for our arrival here. We're still not on 900 feet. So what we can do is just extend our flight here. You can see here, runway 12. So what we're going to do is overfly, make a right teardrop turn, enter the downwind here, then base and land. That's the plan. Don't see any other traffic just yet, only there by 1 o'clock and also there. So we need to look out for that because we're going to fly that direction. We'll also make that turn to the right. So Cochrane traffic, yellow Skyhawk is now overflying runway 12 at 1,700. We're going to enter the left downwind runway 12, runway 12 for a full stop. Cochrane. Okay, that traffic might be a problem over there. Okay, let's focus, guys. 1,000 feet is coming up. There's the ramp, beautiful ramp here of Cochrane. Such a nice airport. I love this region. The Palm Springs region is cool. 1 notch of flaps there. Below 100 knots. Push down on the yoke a bit. Again, fixing on that traffic. Going down a bit. Lights are on, strobe lights are on. Mixture full in. Parking brakes are released. Good. There it goes. There it goes. Might be some wake turbulence there. Let's make a turn. Okay. A little bit more power. Need to stay on altitude right now. Look at these fields. It's so cool. Runway 12. Upwind past. A little bit more power there. To stay on altitude. Good. We're now on crosswind. Or base. There's runway 12. So 45 degrees coming up. Something like this. Cochrane traffic. Yellow Skyhawk is now on the 45 left downwind runway 12 for a full stop. Cochrane. There we are. Again. No other traffic as far as I can see here. Well, I can see military, but those guys are far, far away. Stay on altitude. Let's make the turn for the downwind. Cochrane traffic. Yellow Skyhawk is now on the left downwind 12. Full stop. Cochrane. Ramp below us. Like to stay at plus 80 knots. 90 knots would be great. Heading bog is already passed, so we're flying away from our runway. That's not good. A little bit of a left turn. That's more like it. Good. A little bit below traffic pattern. Altitude, not the big thing. Ah, Scandinavian. Didn't catch your leaving there. Thank you for joining in as always, and have a great day. Hoping to see you soon as well. Okay, we can already start our descent a bit. Again, no one on the runway. No one here in the traffic pattern. Nice that haziness in the background there. Do you think, guys? So very nice. Okay, let's make the turn. Cochrane traffic. Yellow Skyhawk is on the left base. Runway 12. Full stop. Cochrane. Keep that speed in the white band. Second notch of flaps. There we go. Spot that runway so we don't overshoot it. And we won't. Good speed. Again, loving TrackIR here. Here we go. Aim for that 65 knots, a little bit less power, nose down trim. 4 wides, yeah, we're a bit too high. Now we should actually aim to make a quick stop here, because otherwise we need to taxi a little bit longer, as you can see. Then again, safety first. If we need more runway, we are just going to take more. Okay, 1-2. We're a bit too fast. Also, I'm pulling on my yoke, so a little bit more nose-up trim. Alright, there goes the speed. But we need to lock it here, so a little bit more. So we can have a controlled flare-out, round-out. Again, nose up. Keep that nose up. Far end of the runway. Nose up, nose up, nose up, nose up, nose up, nose up. Nice. And on the runway. So we skip that taxiway there. Gentle brake. And there we are, back on thermal. Cochrane. For the follow. Stern. Thanks. Good. And there we go, guys. Off the runway. Not officially yet. No traffic over there. Ah, traffic just behind us. Interesting. Cochrane traffic. Yellow Skyhawk is clear of the runway. 1-2. Taxi back to the ramp. Cochrane. Other traffic there. Might be drone. Might be a real pilot. I think it's a drone. So that was nicely timed. Still though, I think I should have been able, focused or intended to track that traffic while I was doing my pattern, because I didn't see him. So that was good. But apparently it flew all the way down north and then west and came in. So yeah, that's clearly AI. Minimaps, one day we will hear the stall horn. Yeah, that's true. That's actually the sound of success, to hear a stall just above the runway. But I'm quite pleased with my landings, to be honest. Yeah, drone. It's not really a drone, it's AI traffic. I use drone, it's not really the good word. It's just AI traffic. Landing lights off, strobe lights off. Let's lean for ground. I didn't clean up my engine here. That's bad procedure. Not a big thing, but I'd like to be spot on. So, guys, that was today's flight. How are we doing time-wise? It's 3 o'clock here locally, Amsterdam time. So that means that I got an hour or so just to replenish and get focused and prepped for my Cat 10. I will stop the stream once I hit the ramp here. And perhaps I'm going to stream a tiny bit later. Then 14:30 Zulu. I then need to pass for my Cat 10, which is going to be exciting because I failed for that rating last time. It's a very complex VFR flight. It's over at the LA area. We need to talk with ATC, transition, Bravo. We're going to overfly LAX, the Los Angeles International Airport, with our Cessna. So we need to be very, very precise there. Then we're going to land in the airport. Then we need to take off again and go back again over LAX using a different kind of transition. So if you're into what you are seeing here, this is nothing. This is just free backcountry flying, which is very, very, very fun. But in a few hours, you're going to see me sweat. And we're going to fly it with ATC and hopefully pass for that Cat 10 rating. And then I only need to do one rating more, the Cat 11. And then I can call myself a certified pilot. And I need to change my branding name. And well, I'm not going to, because I'm still uncertified. And I will always stay uncertified, because there's always something to learn. Certify for example, my instrument rating, which is cool. Kimo, should really announce your taxi here, I think, because of the airport layout. Well, I guess you're right, because I guess what you're thinking about is when we've got a other airplane now taxiing towards runway 12. There's no way for us here to go sideways to parallel taxi here. And yeah, you're right, Kimo. I should have. But you won't be instrument certified. That's true. That's true. Look at this. It's so cute, guys. Jet A fuel. That's not the fuel that we need. We need that one. I like to park again at Signature where we started. And then we made a very nice flight. A rectangular shaped flight like this. It's cool. Where are we going to park? Well, a little bit further along. I'm gonna replay the landing. And then I'm gonna quit the screen, guys, and just focus, replenish. Start my Cat 10. Very, very cool. Okay. Onto the ramp. Signature. So nice. So nice. I'm part of these bigger jets, so that's why I'm going to park it right in between. Oh yeah. So, avionics off first, because otherwise we will damage. Run the risk of damaging the avionics. Parking brake set. Good. And, whoa. And there. We are back at Cochrane, guys. Whew, that was a flight. Ah, we're unlucky to have that crash of X-Plane 11 just before we entered the pattern at Big Bear. Anyway, we did some nice traffic patterns there, but that was a bummer. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Gonna head off, Mr. Chow. All right, thank you. Good luck with the Cat 10 if I don't catch you later on. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here on the stream. Have a good day, sir. Disconnect from PilotEdge.
disconnected.
let's have a look and a review of our landing. Might also be interesting, by the way. This was our teardrop turn, yeah. To have a look at our entry pattern. Woof! There we are. Thanks for the follow, Dreetus. Thanks. So, this is where we came from. All the way down here. Whoop! Sneaked in between. Overflew runway 12. And then here made that turn. There we go. And then nicely on the downwind. Make that. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful entry. And a very safe one because you outfly the traffic pattern and you stick on the same altitude then. And you can have a nice overview of what's happening in the traffic pattern so you can ensure that traffic separation, which is great. Okay, let's go a little bit faster in time. There we go. Thanks, MiniWebs. Good to see you. Thank you for being here on the stream, as always. And on final, good turn. Nice on track. Blah 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 blah. All right. Nose is already coming up. That's good. That's the round off. That's very, very good. Perfectly centered. A little bit of a forward slip there. And then the nose goes up. Proud. Nose up. This is a flare. So the round off has now been completed. Flare, flare, nose up, further up, and on its ass. And then the nose wheel. That was good. That was really, really good. Yeah. That was it. Back to the cockpit. Let me see. Here we are. This is a very nice ending shot. Don't you think, guys? Something like this. Oh, yeah. So, guys, thank you so much for being here. Chemo, thank you for your donation. That's so much appreciated. Hope to see you at the FS weekend in November if your schedule allows. And thank you guys for all the follows. My gosh, dozens. Thank you so much. Welcome on the Uncertified Pilot channel. I hope you enjoyed. And hope to see you in future streams as well. Because actually, even though we're on episode 90, the project is just only starting. I'm going to embark on my instrument rating as well. There's so much to learn afterwards. So if you're interested in serious flight training in a flight simulator, then be sure to stick around and also to meet many of my fellow aviators here in the chat, because there's so many people here also flying on PilotEdge, also flying with realistic airplanes that are perhaps even more knowledgeable, or I'm pretty sure they are knowledgeable about aviation and VFR flying and IFR flying. So this is also a great way to meet new aviation friends, which is I think also a very important goal, I guess, of flight simulator training and streaming for me personally. Corbin, thank you. Hoon, thank you. MiniWebs, thank you for being here. Sniper, thank you again. And yeah, I'm gonna replenish, take a break here, because in an hour or so, in about an hour, I will stream again, do my Cat 10 rating. That's gonna be exciting. So if you still got some time, hoping to see you there. Guys, thank you so much. Blue skies, happy flights, and see you very, very soon. Bye. Palm Springs Towers, coming. Hotel Tango, New Lake is 10 miles north of 30,000. Information X-ray for a full stop, and a 1-3 left if that's available.
Hotel Tango, India Link, Palm Springs Towers, squawk 6250.
6250.
Hotel Tango, India Link, Palm Springs altimeter is 2985, radar contact, about 10 miles west of the Palm Springs VOR. Presently landing runway 31, you're requesting straight in for 13.
If that's available, yes please.
Correction, Papa Hotel Tango, India Link, make straight in runway 13 left, and clear to land. Wind is 0905.
Clear to land, runway 3 left, Papa Hotel Tango, any mark, thanks.
Palm Springs clearance plus 4658 is type VC12 slam cloud request clearance to Vegas S5.
Palm 4658, Palm Springs clearance. Good afternoon. Unable to give you S file, and I'll be forward sailing. Pilotus 4658 is cleared to Las Vegas Airport. VFI Cathedral 1 departure procedure to Palm Springs. Victor 370 to 29 Palms. Victor 538. Cresso. Join the Cresso 3 arrival. Maintain 7,000. Expect flight level 2, 405 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.7, squawk 6316.
4658 is cleared to Vegas via Cathedral 1, Palm Springs, Victor 37029, Palms, Victor 538, Cresso 3, initially climb 7,000, expected for 0F25, departure 167, squawk 6316 plus, which is exciting.
Pause 4658, reback is correct. Taxi Mike, taxi to ramp, the Echo, and frequency.
Taxiing to the ramp with the Echo, remaining on this frequency, probably does anything like.
Ontario Tower, Cessna 237 Charlie Alpha, approximately 4 miles to the west, inbound stand.
Number 227 Charlie Alpha, roger, inner left, traffic. Left downwind, runway 26, left report base.
Enter left downwind for 26 left and report your base, 237 Charlie Alpha.
Charlie Tower, United 242, on the visual port 0 right, will be turning for a right base shortly.
United 242 Jolene Tower, runway 20 right, clear to land, wind 170, 3.
Clear to land.